Jamie in the background here. So welcome to day 16 of John Never Wears a Shirt, as you can see. Today is Sunday, and it is D-Shag Day. What that means is I'm going to do something about all this. And then I'm going to get out for a run as well. But I just got up. It's about, well, not just got up, but got up a little while ago. Oh, it's like 9:30 right now. Basically just have like a belly full of coffee right now, so I can't go running yet. Got to let that settle a little. So figured, well, should probably do something about this mop on my head and whatever the hell this is. So, all right, you will see me probably much lighter in the head in this next clip. So the after shot. Yeah, this should improve my aerodynamics if nothing else. And so now that I've got myself cleaned up a little bit of a breakfast here. It's just an English muffin with some natural peanut butter. So it's like the no sugar added, no whatever else, just peanut butters. Just peanuts in this peanut butter. Wow, I'm having a really hard time with words today. Earlier I said that I had a coffee full of belly instead of a belly full of coffee. Like, losing it. Okay, well, I'm going to eat this, and at some point, probably pretty soon, I'm going to get out for a little run today. Here we are, out on the trail. Wearing the Saucony Mad River trail shoes today because it was very wet yesterday, and with a bunch of leaves down and wetness, I figured not going to be ideal here today. Tide is low. Folks are out on the beach there, walking along. So this basin is part of the Bay of Fundy, which has the biggest tides in the world, like biggest tide change. So when the tide is high, there's only, maybe 50 feet of beach there. And when it's low, when it's really low, you can walk out the best part of a kilometer. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, good temp for running. About 13, 14 Celsius. And just a slight little breeze. A lot of water on the trail. Glad I wore these shoes, but alright, I'm gonna get back to it. Reach my turnaround point, which is about 3K out. I'm turning around and then I'm going to walk the uphill at the end of the trail to home. But yeah, just at this like nice intersection where obviously like someone's land comes down, crosses the trail, and they get a nice field overlooking the basin and stuff. Yeah, it would be, I'm not going to like stray too far because it's private property, of course. But, they've got a really nice field, big stretch of land here along the water, private access, really, really cool. Would love to have something like that, but at the same time, I don't know what I'd do with it. Maybe rent it out as like a camping area or something. I don't know. Doesn't really look like it's farmland, but anyway, just letting the heart rate come down a little bit. I've got the Sunto 5, it's a great watch and everything, but I just, with heart rate monitors that are risk-based on the watch, I can't take them really seriously. Like, it's telling me that my heart rate has been 170 to 180 pretty much this entire run for 3K so far, and the first half of that was downhill. Obviously, my heart rate is not above probably even like 150 at this point. But if it is, maybe it's in the low 150s. But I would feel it. I would feel the extreme fatigue and crazy just feeling that you get when you're running and your heart rate is near max. So if I'm hitting 170, 180, my max heart rate's probably like 190 or something like that. I mean, I've never had it tested, but just based upon general rules of thumb, that's probably somewhere where it is. Yeah, I mean, I would notice. I would know that I'm running too fast and I wouldn't be able to maintain that pace. It would feel like a 5K effort, and this certainly does not feel like a 5K effort. But so anyway, if you're ever watching and you're following along on Strava and you see like, why is the heart rate so high? Like, that's crazy. I'm not wearing like a chest heart rate monitor. That's not accurate data. I don't know how to. I really don't know how, if there's any tips, tricks, or whatever to like make the watch learn as you go, and this is not correct, but I wear it high, I wear it tight, I wear it, where and how I'm supposed to on the wrist, a little bit higher up, a little bit tighter so that it can measure accurately, and it just doesn't do it. So, but I don't care. I don't really care about heart rate. That's not what I train by. I know if I'm running too hard, I can feel it. I can feel it in my heart rate. I can feel it in my breathing. I can feel it in my legs. And I know that I'm not running too hard at this point, and haven't been this entire 16-day run streak so far. So, maybe some days I'm running just a touch too fast to be in that optimal like fat burning zone, which is, hey, look, I'm not like saying that I'm overweight or anything, but I know that if I want to be an ideal running weight, an ideal like peak performance for running, that I've got an extra 10, 15 pounds that I could shed off. I do have excess body fat. And I've talked about this before. This is not to say that anybody who is like not super, super, super lean is fat by any means. And if you are, I don't even care. Like, that's not about shaming. It's about understanding that for me, with performance in mind and running especially, I know that I perform at my best when I'm very lean. And if I dropped 10 to 15 pounds of excess body fat that I understand that I'm carrying, then I know I'd be in peak shape for optimal running performance. But that's not something I'm going to stress over. I know that just getting back into running, especially when I get into like higher training weeks, I mean, I'm just starting out right now. Once I get into higher training weeks and I'm doing 50, 60, 70, even 80K a week, getting up to like 50 miles a week, I mean, I pretty much won't be able to eat enough to put on weight, like I'd have to be eating nothing but junk, just absolute trash. Like, I'm going to probably actually gain some weight from rebuilding some muscle, but I know that I'll lean out and lose some excess body fat just as I continue the training and upping the mileage. So I'm not stressing about it. I'm not worrying about it. I'm not even putting a number on what I want to lose or anything like that. That will happen naturally, and especially with, making some adjustments to what I'm eating. But, okay, well, that was a nice little break, nice little 5-minute break there just to show off a little bit of the scenery that's, fairly close to home, within a couple of miles of home. And now I'm going to get back at it and get home, have a shower, and have a bite to eat. I know Jamie's making something. I don't remember what she said she was going to be making for us, but another really nice warm day. After a few cold days there when I was dog sitting, now we're having really just nice, mild weather. I mean, for me, anything above 10°C when the sun's out and it's not like a bitter cold wind is great. I'm going to run shirtless in that, so I'll take it as long as I can. Okay, back at it. All right, I figured I'd wrap this video up. So I'm home. It's evening, as you can tell. It's like dark outside. And yeah, we just watched a movie. We watched Pan's Labyrinth, Guillermo del Toro. I really like it. It was the first time Jamie's ever seen it. I don't think she was like super impressed really, but that's okay. It's not for everybody. Yeah, and so watched a movie. And let's see, what time is it? It is only a little after 7. I'm probably just going to chill a little bit and then call it a night from there. We go to bed pretty early, so, 10 after 7, it's like the day's pretty much over as far as I'm concerned. So, I don't know. Anyway, we'll wrap it up there. 16 days into the run streak, feeling good. Today was the longest one I've done so far, even though it was just a little over 5K. So that felt good. I see there's something crawling on my... Oh, it's a fly. I saw something crawling there. I was like, what is that? It's just a little fly. Okay, anyway, yeah, feeling good. It was a 5K today. Longest one I've done so far in the 16 days as I'm just building back up. So, I mean, yeah, that was my long run, which is interesting. But it felt really good. Even, you know, having to like do a lot of puddle dodging and jumping around water and not like, you know, the best trail and stuff. It was all right. So, okay, I will see you in tomorrow's video, guys. Thanks. Peace.